toasted butter roll. Toasted butter roll.
Oh, okay. Because it had that empanada color, and I saw it was like cracking like it was the dough, and I was like, "You serious right now?"
Yo, the word empanada sent electricity through my veins.
Y'all look like y'all ready to reach through the screen and fight me, like.
Welcome back to another episode of Nerds and Rounds, guys. Your host, Sebastian.
It's your boy, Law.
And your boy, Tone, from across the hall.
And tonight, we have a great creator series. Returning, we have Johnny C.
What's going on?
Today, we have Shawn Garrity. Thank you guys for coming.
The director, yes. Shawn Garrity. You got to put some respect.
We haven't. Yeah, no, we're about to put the respect on. If you guys
director. Put more respect on this man's name.
Damn. Getting on me already. So, the reason why we have these two wonderful gentlemen here, Johnny C. and Shawn Garrity, is because we just saw the movie Vibration. You guys are going to get to see the episode later where we do the whole first of sitting down, watching the movie, and talking about everything about the movie, finding out more stuff behind the scenes. You can see the movie on Amazon. It is there on Amazon Prime, so put your Prime membership to use. Go see that horror movie. And then, again, we will have the episode on MBR Mag and the Nerds Around YouTube. So, Shawn, Johnny, thank you guys for coming.
I did have kind of a creative spirit, and I initially did start learning to write by writing screenplays and scripts and things of that nature. And I paired up with Shawn, I'm good friends with Shawn here, and he's in a very awesome band called Vulgarity with 2 R's. Mm-hmm. And I was lucky enough with my other good friend Joe Nasta to film a couple of music videos with them, which you can find on YouTube. It was kind of like we saw that, not only were we all good friends, but we also kind of all gelled together very well on a kind of like a film set. And it kind of grew from there.
Some of my earliest memories as a kid were just like going to acting camp and like I was just really into acting. Like I sucked at sports. So like that was the thing that I did. I was in every like high school production that my high school did. Like I always got good roles and enjoyed doing it more than anything else. And so I was a musician too. Like I've been playing.
Which came first? Was it music or was it acting?
They were both around the same time. I started playing guitar when I was 11, and I started doing acting probably around the same time. Okay. So those have always been my 2 big passions. And I've always been like in bands and playing music and stuff, and the acting part of it was just like after high school. Like, what do you do if you don't go to like LA and stuff or New York? Like, so that kind of like died for me. But at the same time, in the back of my head, I always had this like drive to want to make a feature film, and it kind of manifested itself in music videos, like Johnny was saying earlier. We worked on some of those together. We did some web series. And we did some some other projects together, but I constantly through all of that I wrote screenplays and kind of pitched it to Johnny and our other group of friends, and they didn't really take on the first few of those, and then the one for Vibration, they all kind of agreed. Things just kind of fell into place. Like we all kind of like were like, yeah, let's do this, and that's how it kind of came about.
I was very hesitant throughout a lot of the process because I didn't want to. One of the projects we did was 5 High Street, which was a failed film pilot we were trying to film, and just like we couldn't pull it together. And after that, I was sort of a little bit discouraged with the film production process and things like that, and I started focusing more on comics and writing and things of that nature. But I said if I was going to go back to it, if I was going to do anything, I really wanted to really connect with the story, and I kind of made that a credo in everything I did, is that I really have to connect with the project. I can't just take something on and jump on it and and just work on whatever. I really have to have believe in it and have faith in it and love the the project. Every project has to be a passion project, otherwise it's not one of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's I felt that with this project, so that's why I decided to come back on, and I was gung ho with it, and it was a good excuse to work with Shawn and Joe again, and Julie and Phil too, who are all just wonderful people, and all these wonderful actors I got a chance to work with too.
I will say too, as far as the idea for vibration, I had I'm like a music instructor, and I had a student who was a model and an actress, and she was looking for a project to do, and I was really like wanting to do a feature film. So I said to her, like, you want to do a project, I want to do a project. If I write a script with a lead, with you in mind for the lead, would you do it? And she said, yes, 100%, I'll absolutely do it. And then I wrote Vibration and sent it to her. And she's like, yeah, I'm going to college next month, so I'm not going to do it.
Oh man.
But things just worked out, and that was the original casting that I had for the lead in Vibration. And then we did, we ended up recasting that role several times, and it ended up working out great. So I don't have any regrets about that. I'm glad it worked out the way it did.
So tell me some of the ups and downs that you guys ran into during production.
There's a lot of downs. Downpours being one of them. So there was a lot of outdoor shoots, overnight outdoor shoots, and obviously when you're shooting overnight, as time goes on, like everyone gets more tired and more cranky, and like you really are at a rush to get everything done as the night progresses. And there were a couple of nights where we had to stop filming because of rain, and that just prolonged everything. Like everyone was waiting inside for it to stop raining, and then it stopped raining, and we go outside and film, and then before you know it, it's like 5:30 in the morning, and everyone is ready to kill each other. So that was one of the downfalls.
So there would be moments in these like overnight like shoots. And more specifically, this was over the summer of 2017. And at that time, Mars was visible, very visible in the sky. So it was 3 a.m. and it was a very clear night. And I think we were waiting for like a makeup touch-up job. So it was like one of those moments on a film set where it's like, hurry up and wait. So people were standing around trying to make the best of it. And I think, I can't remember, but I remember looking up and going, wow, you could really see Mars. And I'm like,
That's
this is one of those
awesome.
moments where, like, if I wasn't on a film set, like,
Yeah.
you know, like out in the middle of a field somewhere doing something like this, I'd be in bed missing like this little slice of wonder. So, like, I look upon that and I'm like, wow, we had these moments of appreciation.
Yeah, I think everyone kind of felt similarly, where there was a lot of tension at some points where, because we were shooting overnight, and because even the day shoots were 12, 13, 14 hours. There was tension, but at the same time there was a lot of camaraderie between the people on set, because I think maybe even more so than a big budget film, because everyone was doing it because they wanted to. No one was doing it for the money, because there was hardly any money involved. And people were there because they wanted to be there, and they were genuinely happy to be part of something. And that just made it all worthwhile for me anyway, and I think for everyone else too.
So with casting with New England, was that the only resource that you guys had, or was it more so, going back and giving back to the community and looking for the local actors to kind of involve them with the production?
That was the only, besides the people that I knew previously, NewEnglandFilm.com was the only resource that we used for all the actors.
Which I think also cast a certain great net, because you got a lot of different ranges. You had Paul Noonan, who's got a very rich resume, who's very proactive, and then you had individuals like Brian Fernandez, who this was just like one of his first outings, and both are naturals. You know what I mean? And we were lucky enough to capture them both in this.
So what was some of the equipment that you guys got your hands on that you got to use for the film? Because we know we got drones in the film. So what was some of the equipment that you guys got to play with?
For a ragtag team, like you guys had a shoestring budget, like you called it, you guys had a good set of equipment, and you made do with a lot of great practicals.
Yeah, we definitely did. I'm not sure the exact model of the Zoom that or the drone that Julie used, but it was awesome. Like I said earlier, my favorite shots from the film are the drone shots.
Mm.
And then so there was that. There was a GoPro that was used in some of the driving shots, and then the main camera used in the film was a Panasonic AF100. We had a dolly, we had a crane.
20-foot dolly with track that you could ride. That was all handmade by Joe.
wow.
With PVC pipe tracking. So we had our own, that's all handmade. And we would disassemble it, put it into the back of the car, drive down from Massachusetts to Connecticut and vice versa and whatnot. So it was collapsible,
Right.
but again, something he made, which was, all that in and of itself, impressive. He took some skateboard wheels and fashioned it so it would sit on the track accordingly. And you're gliding, which was, fantastic. And the
That's
crane
awesome.
too, the crane shot in front of the donut shop, a crane he put some weights on it.
You guys did a great job with this movie, and again with the budget that you guys worked with too to get this out there. I have to know, is this a one shot or is this the beginning of something bigger? Are we going to see novels, comics, or are we going to see a